Hey Lucas, I like the idea of what you have, but um, these are really hard to read, so I would probably either find a way in Photoshop to merge them better, or let's just go ahead and get rid of the opacity change on that and figure out a different way to handle these images. Um, so with your images, and this guy's really stretched, so you don't want to use him like that. It's probably about right. And we can use these are grapes, so even if we smush them a little bit, they won't look bad. Okay, that actually looks more natural. Okay, so one thing you could do is just leave these here. That's one way to handle it. It's not the most interesting way, but it will work. And then I would maybe frame these out with either black or white, just to give them a designated area, something like that even, I think would be okay. You really need to create a logo, like a North Carolina logo. You've got some great areas down here that are dark for that information. You really need some contact information. So I would design your North Carolina logo. You're obviously dealing with vineyards, so I mean it could be a bunch of grapes with NC, anything like that would work. And then you need to have your website address and your phone number. And you've got room for all of that down here very cleanly. This font is not the exact one you chose. My computer didn't have it, but it's the one you chose and this one are both very frail, and just they don't really give much punch at all. You want a little bit more visual interest in your text. You could go kind of a scripty route. You could also go very clean too. Since you seem to like scripts, I'm going to try a different script that I think you can do a little bit more with. Let's see. Let's try Mrs. Eves. That one's a good go-to. Okay, and let's tighten up the tracking some. Okay. Experience the natural wonders of North Carolina. Wow, I'm tired, sorry. Okay, and then we're going to make this in italics just to help it stand out some. Nope, changed my mind. I think we'll leave that one normal and italicize this. I think that will be better. Yes. Okay. And we really want to give it more presence on the ad, so that's why I've made it so incredibly large. And actually, let me see how this looks in small caps. Yep. Okay, small caps looks better. And I think the of can even go back to being, yes, the italics. And we want to move all of this closer. So you had a good basic idea for your ad. You just need to kind of take it to the next level with your font choices and placement and adding the logo. This is the right size, which some people have not made theirs the right size. Another thing is this is a black and white project, so you are going to need to change all of your images in Photoshop to black and white and re-import them so that you meet the requirement for the ad. Now I've made this white. It obviously would have more contrast down here, but like I did for another person's ad, you can duplicate this layer, change it to black, place it behind the other one, this is just a good quick way to get a little bit of a punch without having to do the whole drop shadow thing that can look very dated. Okay, something like that. I think this cleans it up. It makes it look more like an ad that you would see in a travel magazine. You could even go so far as to like this little white bar that designates the space. It could become mountain-like, since that's what you're focusing on. You don't have to just draw a straight line. You could do something a little bit more creative to give it kind of that mountain flavor to it. And of course you want to work on a little longer than I did, but that's enough to give you a general idea, just to make it a little bit more interesting, or a torn paper kind of look to it. Those are some other ideas. Anyway, I think you're pretty close if you make those changes, and I'll look forward to seeing your final.